what is the solution set of x is equal to square root of 3x plus 40? So to answer this question, we have to somehow get the x out of the square root, because we need to isolate it somehow, right? And in order for us to get the x out of the square root, we're going to need to square both sides. So by squaring both sides, what we are inadvertently doing is we are creating the possibility of there being extraneous solutions. And not all the solutions, and what that means is not all the solutions will work. We have to check at the end. So I'm going to solve this quadratic equation now. I'm going to bring all the everything over to one side, because that's how we typically solve quadratic equations. And I noticed there that this trinomial is factorable. We want to look for two numbers that multiply to negative 40 while at the same time add to negative 3. And the number that comes to mind is negative 8 and positive 5. If I add negative 8 and 5 together, I get negative 3. If I multiply negative 8 and 5 together, I get negative 40. Looking at this, x is equal to positive 8 and negative 5. And you know what? There is an answer choice that matches this. That's option 1. However, by closer inspection, let's check whether or not any of these answers are extraneous, because there is a possibility that we have no solutions either, right? So if I take 8 and put it in the equation, does 8 check out? 8 is equal to square root of 64. 8 does check out. So 8 works. If I take negative 5, does negative 5 check out? Negative 15 plus 40, that's 25. Does that equal to negative 5? Does square root of 25 equal to negative 5? It does not. Please don't be confused with the following, because a lot of students, from my experience, get this confused all the time. So let's say if I give you something like this. If I say x is equal to square root of 25, right, versus x squared is equal to 25, tell me, what is x, right? In the first case here, I end up with x is equal to positive 5 only. In the second case here, I end up with x is equal to plus or minus 5. So again, re-examine for yourself, why is it that in the first instance I end up with only a positive answer, and why in the second case here I end up with both a positive and negative answer? Well, that's because only a positive answer makes sense for the first case here. If I want to take the square root of 25, okay, that is only a positive number there. If I want to figure out a number where multiplied by itself equals to 25, there are two possible cases, positive and negative. I would like to think of maybe the first case here is thinking of like a geometry problem where we are taking the square root. Again, we're talking about, an actual square, right? What dimension square, okay, will give us an area of 25? It would only be 5. So anyway, getting back to this problem, as you can see, this problem draws on so many different things. The only answer that works then is option 2.